The burnout of a self-sufficient artist is a real thing. And I know because I've lived it. It's hard because you are used to wanting to just be creative. You want to follow your dreams. You want to pursue things that you really enjoy. And when people talk about being an artist, you think that it's only about making things and just happening to blow up on TikTok or Instagram, right? But there is a lot more admin work that goes into being an artist than people think. And even talking to different generations of people who don't quite understand, they just think that you're just sitting and painting or you're just sitting and making beats and then that's it. But no, so much goes into it. And you end up being your own everything to be self-sufficient. I'm trying this hairstyle. I do this sometimes. I like this one. Well, let me see. No hair tie, no hair tie. Yeah, I like that. You spend a lot of time end up doing things that may not have to do with the creative part, but it's the only way that you could be self-sufficient as an artist or as any creative to be able to do these things. And the reason why is because they're shown this certain way that creatives work, where they just come up with a magnum opus and then they release it, right? But in reality, it's just not that easy. It's you end up being your own tour manager, doing your own shows, booking your own shows, booking, like sending cold emails, figuring out how to get on playlists. You learn a lot about marketing. You learn a lot about social media, and you still have to be creative and try and work through that. And many creatives have 9-to-5 jobs or part-time jobs that take up a good bit of their time as well. They have lives, and there's a lot that goes into it. You end up doing a lot more admin work than anyone thinks that you're going to do. It can cause a lot of burnout. It can make people tired. It can make people feel like, what is the point? What is you're supposed to do? And I even went through the same thing. I was doing a lot of stuff by myself. And even when you're so-called successful and you're doing it pretty consistently and pretty well, and you're getting shows and you're getting deals and you're working with brands and you are actually starting to make money from streams and you're figuring out different websites to go to, you're figuring out how to make your own website, all that stuff, it's draining. Even talking about it was draining. And it can be very hard to be a self-sufficient artist. It can cause a lot of burnout. You can get overwhelmed by all the things you have to answer, the emails you have to check, the people you have to reach out to, the networking, figuring out how you're going to make it in that creative space that you want to be in, your passion. But it's manufacturing your dream. You have to make your dream come true. And it can be really hard and tiring to do that type of work. But that may sound dreary, but it's possible. And a lot of people tend to outsource because they feel like they can't do it all. And it grows to a scale where they need to reach out and talk to other people and figure out who can help them with their work, being editors for YouTube, or someone who helps them mix or master their songs, someone who helps them with their marketing, someone who may help them with social media, someone who helps with finding tours, because it is a full-time job. That's why they have a manager. That's why managers exist. But at the same time, there's value in being self-sufficient. And if you are doing it, I applaud you because it is hard and it is something that can be very demoralizing and tiring when it's not working. But if you are making it work, I really do applaud you because it is not easy doing anything by yourself. It's not easy being a one-person entrepreneur. It's not easy doing a project by yourself. It's not easy. None of it's easy. But if you can make it work, and you can become that self-sufficient artist that you want to be, just know that the burnout's going to feel like it's going to hurt. It felt hard to even get up and record today after having a long day, but it is possible. Just think about what the point of it all is. And one of the things that I'm thinking about is just that we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. We're really hard on ourselves, and we want things to work, and we want things to work quickly. And part of the burnout of being a self-sufficient artist is the instant gratification, that feeling that I've been doing this all by myself, so where are the results? Where is my reward? And in reality, it's just no way to know when your reward is. But at the same time, I think there's something so rewarding and valuable in learning all those different skills and meeting other people who also do it, because you can learn so many hacks and shortcuts from other creators until you get to that point where you figure out if you want to outsource or not, if you want to have a team, if you don't want to have a team. Either way makes sense for each individual person. For me, I don't think I can outsource anything. I edit my videos, I record the videos, I do all my music, and I do all my marketing. And I'm just like that. I like to feel like it's organic because I'm controlling it. That doesn't make anything less organic for other people, but it's just a personal thing. I tend to be that way because that's just how I am. I want to figure everything out. I want to learn everything. I want to challenge myself to do something different. And even if that means that I might be taking on a little more than I should, it keeps it interesting for me. So it's something that I personally do. But there may be people who are more efficient and happier outsourcing. And I would understand that. But if you are a self-sufficient artist, or if you're thinking about being one and you stumble on this video, if there's one thing you could take away from it, it's that feeling of being tired is natural. The feeling of being tired in any job is natural, and any passion is natural. And burnout can be possible, but don't be too hard on yourself. I don't want you to feel like if you don't get that email out at exactly 5 o'clock like you said you were, that you failed, or you're doing something wrong for yourself. You're already showing up for yourself by even trying and attempting and doing these things every day. A lot of people get deterred by these things because it's not quick and it's not easy, but you can make it possible, and I'm going to try to make it possible, and I'll see you tomorrow.